would normally ask for like a reference from people too. I guess I can still ask her.
Anything you need, you're gonna get it.
No, yeah. No, I'm just saying in general, like a standard interview way, and mainly like for people to hear in the camera. After you do like interviews, ask for a referral and references, and ask for the copy of the interviews that you did, so you can have that.
Yeah,
so you can have that in your portfolio.
See, this is why I did what I did with this thing here, because people can get their own content to market how they want to. I'm a marketer anyway, because I paid for it to get marketed. You know what I'm saying? So it gets marketed anyway to do your own thing. But any interview you go to, you don't get a copy of it.
Yeah, that's why I always request it, because I need.
They won't give it to you because they're doing their own shit.
So the next thing, school-wise, whenever we sit down and talk about that,
yeah, I got that lined up
because I can do bigger events and I can do classroom stuff.
Yeah, well,
so it's
so
plus organization. Like it's mad ways.
In 2 months, we'll know where it's at. Everybody getting a vaccination and where we're sitting at.
Okay.
Once that system, I'll give my sister and her husband, and then they're the key to that situation for the college.
Sense. Yeah, the 3 camera angles, because there'll be one to each person. She says she's going to help with the audio and whatever needs to be done with that. I let her know, like, I got the mics to use, but my man said he lost the one microphone that clips in and plugs into the audio recording box thing. But I think she's going to help us out Sunday to make sure that we're able to get all that as well. So that'll be everything for that. I'm trying to think what else. What are some updates?
I told you I got those lights.
Yeah.
So we don't gotta worry about that. But the only thing with that is I can't set that up until I come there because I need them for a photo shoot Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, I got lights. So I don't gotta worry about lights.
If anything, I know Sunday people are available, so we'll be able to pretty much be there early.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else needed to be set up. I guess we pretty much got everything for Sunday.
You got chairs?
We got the chairs. We'll use those high chairs that are in the studio already.
You got the background in order on what's going to be, or are we going to create our own?
No, it's literally just going to be using the studio space itself. Another angle of what everybody already saw. They only seen the couch and the monitor setup, but I just put the chairs right in the middle. Mm-hmm. One facing the computers, the other person facing the television.
Oh, got you. I see what you mean.
I think
he gonna have the lights on.
Yeah, the cameras.
He could probably turn his lights off and then turn the colorful lights on, and I'll set my lights up.
We'll see how it looks.
Yeah.
I just know I want it whatever is bright enough.
Yeah.
Instead of just, I know I definitely don't want it to be just white light.
Yeah, no.
So whatever makes sense for that. Probably a camera on what will be her right side. She's gonna be facing the monitors. My left side, I'm gonna be facing the TV. And the one next to me is going to her, obviously. The one next to her is going to me. So getting it from those angles. That's pretty much what I've seen so far of this stuff. I don't think it's much else or much more from that. I'm trying to think. And the other thing is just the certain, I gotta figure out where I could position the breaks, where I could position the books, and I did want to really have it set up like a TV show. That's why I was even saying or thinking now
to set it up.
Yeah, and with that third camera, it's almost like we're coming back in front of break now,
oh, I got you.
We're transitioning back in, and now it goes to this person. So that was honestly, I feel comfortable that we'll be able to just sit there and just record a straight hour and not have to do anything extra.
Right.
And not have to stop.
Right.
I do feel comfortable that we'll be able to go ahead and do that.
I mean, we probably won't. So who? I don't care if it's me or not, but who's gonna be the moderator? Like, who's gonna be the person to say, yo, stop, or oh, yo, let's re-record?
Did not think about that.
So that's, I mean, like I said, I don't mind doing it, but basically, if you could send me not like a transcript, but like some of your questions, because what I notice about
I gotta
interviews,
send that to her today too.
Right? Yes, just send it to me. What I notice is I've done a couple interviews like with Quincy. People,
Are you ready?
No.
All right, your camera can't, wherever it is, can't go in there.
Okay. All right.
Can they follow me walking back?
He follow you walk.
Stop playing, Bryce. We don't care about you. You know nobody cares about the art of videography or photography. We just care that things are happening. That's mad lit. Oh, what's that, John? I'd be mad fake with it. You got that angle from right there? I'd be mad fake. Oh, let me do the Philly pose. Hold on. Wait, what's the? I don't know what New York pose. I don't know.
You got to squat down.
Oh, we're all the jail poses. Oh shit! All right. That's not nothing. Oh, that's nice.
No, mine has to go first because
You can bring a band. I'm the type that I'll bring an instrument. This is nice.
Which song do you want?
Hey, Shelby, where you at? Which song you want to play tonight?
You said song.
Yeah. You said the music.
How many do you want me to choose? They're all like 2 minutes.
Well, it's only gonna play like 15 seconds.
Like 15 seconds.
So and I can play it between break too. So when you go to break, come back from break, and then closing.
Yeah.
The number 8, organic.
At the beginning of it.
Yeah.
So we'll film the show. So we'll go like this, you know. Okay, cool.
So when we
hi.
come back, we're gonna play all that shit, the whole joint.
Like,
sometime.
okay, now we're going to commercial break.
We gotta remember that people are people.
That's like the fly for commercial.
They can be
What?
Yeah, do that on the break. That'd be fly.
What is this?
organic
That's it.
to who you are, yo. Stop allowing other
And the
people
music stuff in the
to
back.
talk you out of
This is part of the auto
and what you do.
That's perfect.
Stop letting
All right.
them try to box
So
Do
you
I play the whole thing?
into what you are not. Stop allowing
Want the whole joint?
all these
I
restrictions.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because typically I'll play like a little bit of a song,
Play the whole thing.
and then I'll go into a commercial.
'Cause I know
Okay.
it's like 2 minutes.
Let's do this. Let's play the whole thing and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
Want to do that
All
after
right,
break?
then we won't do commercial.
No. Let's do that. Go for it.
That'll be we can't have camera.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
And all that.
So we're gonna we'll play the whole song and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So no commercials. Want to just run straight through it? Okay.
Making you feel down.
Can I get a clock? And I got paper sauce.
Can you what?
A clock. That clock.
What do you want?
I need a clock.
The clock's out there.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Five Talk. I'm host Terrence Nelson. It's my boy, my homie, Shelby. I can't even say more. I want you to introduce yourself, first of all. It's all about you today.
I like to go by the great Don Shelby Paris.
Oh,
It's like, nah.
I'm taking the glasses off 'cause this is about to be deep, y'all. So let's go.
My name
This
is
your time.
Shelby Paris. I am soon to be a 6-time author as I'm about to release my 6th book. It's called Write My Pains Away, which is an autobiography, how I got to live my life, things that made me who I am right now. And it's also going with a joint project called Maybe This Will Help Me, which is my albook, which I'm super excited for that project. It's one of the first of its kind, really running with a lane that, shout out to Kenyatta Griggs, somebody that Godfather, but really running with this lane of really introducing a new aspect of hip hop and something for the public speakers and the rappers who don't rap. So it's fun. I don't want to give too much details away because, you know, March 10th is when everybody gonna get the full experience of it.
Look, all I gotta say is this: the book he got, the auto book is crazy. I remember the idea he had it probably. It ain't even been a year, has it? When you thought about it?
It would have been a year, yeah, because I did the audiobook mixtape Communitalk in February of last year, technically. Before that, it was already putting together what was going to be the full Change the Subconscious and Accomplish audiobook, which is those books and that one, which is going to be some of these are coming from that book. But instead of doing that, just because of COVID, things getting postponed, I ended up doing a 20-minute audiobook mixtape called Communitalk, speaking on the different aspects of communications, but introducing this concept of a rapper that doesn't rap to the world with that.
Let's just say this: what you see here, he took it to the next, not like here to here. He took it from here and like leaped. But the next part is ridiculous. So the concept became we're at the studio, and I'm going to say a year. Be healthy. I'm going to say a year. And it just elevated. It came to light, and as it came to light, he did the work. It's ridiculous. I've never seen it done If it's been done, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say it's never been done.
Nah, I ain't never been done.
I'm ecstatic about it. I support
Ain't
it.
never been done.
And he be at my studio. We do things. I mean, the boy is just unlimited. His cameraman. I mean, he got a supportive team. Man, he's rocking. So he did the book. He got the merch. He been had the merch. He speaks his mind, and with the speaking your mind and having merch and having good quality, you got the love, you got the hate. How do you deal with the love and the hate?
The love is easy.
Don't even cut it. Just give it
The
true
love
facts.
is easy. The love is easy. I have, like you said, just having a strong foundation, a strong support system. I even say in the book, just acknowledging people that were a part of it, acknowledging you, Bryce, Locke, my parents, Sherrod doing my animated videos, Aaron, Destiny, my business partner, Count, everybody that was a part of it. I write them in my acknowledgments because they were able to help me really bring this project to life. So the love is always easy to deal with. The hate itself,
hate?
it's annoying because a lot of it is really just ignorance and misinterpretation.
Thank you.
Which again is the
Good
reason
word.
why I was able to write the book. One of the aspects and one of the chapters in the book is called Vent.
So you fed off of them.
Yeah, definitely. It was alchemizing that energy, and
There
it was
you go.
taking a
There
lot
you
of the animosity that's thrown my way in my comments and saying, you know what? Here's who I am. This is why things are being said and done the way that it is. Really, it's just all objective. But we live in a world where people do things based off emotions.
Yep.
So because I don't play into emotions, I don't care about somebody's emotions or feelings or something. I'm just saying, hey, objectively, you have A and B. This is what it is from this perspective, this aspect, and none of it's biased, but people don't realize that. So because a lot of people are not open-minded enough to get that, you know, I get a lot of emotional backlash, to say the least.
Yeah, I know. Cause it came close to home, and that's why I talked to you about it last week. And it was funny because I didn't know how to explain it. And then I thought the same thing when I first followed you. I guess I'll tell you how I met him. I bought a glide chair from my backyard, and he came up, and I seen what he drove up in. And I'm not gonna say it's his choice. I'm like, okay, I bought a lawn chair. What you doing with this car? You know what I mean? But
$100,000 car at 22 years
yeah,
old.
and I'm like,
That's the
how old
best
are
way
you?
to
He
put
told
it.
me how old he was. I was like, okay. He looking like my driveway. Like, okay, well, I salute that. So at that point, honestly, I drew to him like, this man was able to get where he's at and have what he had without me, without anyone else. If I help get involved some kind of way, guide him or lend him a hand with something, then he can 5 times what he is. Truthfully, he don't need me or nobody else. He's doing phenomenal by himself. I mean, that's why I think we mesh so good, because when he needs stuff at, if I have it, it's his. That's point blank. I offer that 24/7. My services all day for him, his team. So I think.
And I 100% disagree with the not needing, but I feel like I need my whole team. I need everybody that I work with.
But I think it starts with your mind first.
Definitely.
Because the
Definitely.
team don't make you, your mind makes you. You know what I'm saying? And
My
then
mind is what attracted the team for me.
that's what I'm saying. So as long as you got, I tell everybody, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to, it's going to draw more people in. Good
100%.
people, hopefully, because you got to filter them out all the time. So this is the greatest question, because this is so much success right here. I'm really excited about the next venture. I really don't want to focus in this area for a second, because your next level is going to surpass this.
100%.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be cocky for him. It's surpassing this. This right here is the biggest accomplishment. How many on this that's watching this network can say you got a cat at his age that's done this?
That's sick.
This 6 books. He's spoke at schools. He spoke here. He gets the invites to come and talk to people. Some people don't like how he talk sometimes, but it is what it is. He's the man of his word, and I stand behind anybody who's a man of his word. I don't like fake, and I'm play this. I'm gonna make sure he succeeds as long as I can have a part of it. That's point blank. I love his energy. Anybody's energy is like mine or better. His is better than mine. I think I'm up here. His is way up there. So I'm trying to catch him. Your next thing, I don't want to put too much on the table because I understand he's coming back. We're bringing him back for another show. So I'm not going to put too much out there. I don't know how we can really discuss it without putting too much in it. Or we can discuss it and then do the next thing later on. Your lane, how you want to talk about it is on you.
What I'm looking to do next is what I call albooks, which is audiobook albums. Again, it's the aspect of the rappers that don't rap. Like I said, with the next project, which is a joint project coming along with the book, it's called Maybe This Will Help Me. The context of the book and that project is me in a therapy session responding back to the therapist and the project itself. it's not just set up like a song in terms of the cadence, ad libs. I have skits in there. It's making it that LP setup in terms of being about 45 minutes long. So really taking what I learned and studied from music, the art form of music, and putting that into this new lane and new version of what we see as audiobooks, is knowing that where the world is going, people's attention spans are shorter. It's coming from this world and culture of hip hop. My alias itself, being a hip hop author, the hip hop aspect is just the cultural aspect. We know hip hop itself, it represents self. It's about self-expression. And then when it comes to the author aspect and a greater aspect, it's not because I wrote books. To be honest, I never had intentions and never really planned on writing books. But the author aspect, the goal is to teach you how to write your own life. You know, with my first book, it's teaching you, hey, this is how you are able to rewire your mind. And then from there, the main thing that we all want is love. So with my next book, it's my Man Amongst Girls book. Yeah, my Man Amongst Girls book, I actually just got rid of the last copy. Shout out to the person that bought that off of me, like on hand. But because I don't have that to show, but head to my website. But the Man Amongst Girls book is talking on relationships more in the aspect of connections, because at the end of the day, we all want love. It's only two true emotions, which is love and fear, and everything stems from that. So after you rewired your mind, now, okay, I'm manifesting these things. The first thing we want to manifest is this greater love for ourselves. Then from there, it goes into the change of subconscious and accomplish unavoidable truths, which is teaching you how to elevate higher these truths of the world, whether we realize it or not. Then it goes into manifesting affirmations, which is, that was more so a business aspect of supply and demand. People wanting to know my affirmations. So I gave you, here's some tips on how to manifest. Here's my affirmations. The last 100 pages of the book is a journal. And then going into having a self-publishing book and actually having a full self-publishing class. A bunch of self-publishing resources.
Yeah.
But having a self-publishing class where it's a live class, the on-demand people can watch. There's a bonus class with additional information. It's because I want people to not only rewire their mind, but I want you to tell your story yourself.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of it, the hip hop author literally is here to teach you and show you self-expression, and then how to write that out yourself. Because I realized not just my story, but the impact that somebody else's story can have.
So you basically, this is what I say, because you say this is a hard way of describe you. Many people take you as a teacher.
Yes, 100% educator.
So there's an educator, there's lessons, there's a person who's aggressive, there's a person who's knowledgeable, there's a person who's 24. So it's like, okay, it's 24. But understand, he's just turned 24. He was doing this at 22.
21.
Actually, 21?
Wrote the first book at 21.
So at 21, that's
Did 5
epic.
in 3 years.
So it's like,
5 in 2 years, technically.
do you want to, I'm older, but I can put my age, but y'all know, I'm 50, forget it, I'm 50. Do a person my age, or 55 or 60, even 45, even 32, you gonna take advice from a 24-year-old, whether it's legit?
And that's a lot of pushback that I get.
Yeah,
is, is people respecting the wisdom, knowing the age.
Yeah.
Which this conversation we got to talk about, and a word that a
deep.
lot of people like to put on me is arrogant. Where, okay, if you know the definition of arrogance, it's saying somebody feels like they're superior to people. But that's the thing. I don't feel like I'm superior to anybody. It's people having an inferiority complex and not liking the fact that I'm younger than you, and I'm talking to you, how I like to put it, respectfully, as in I'm talking to you as an adult.
You're helping.
To me, it's disrespectful if I was to talk to you as a child.
Yeah.
I respect you as an adult, so I'm gonna talk to you as an adult. And then you gotta factor in the certain culture, me being born and raised in Jersey, me being a former hooper, coming from a family of all athletes,
Strong
and then just
background.
experiences I had in life. Yeah, it's, I mean, not to put mad information out there, but I talk about it in the book. I didn't got hit by a car. I didn't been in front of a barrel, had somebody point a gun at my head. I didn't been robbed. I didn't have people that got killed, people that been murdered. I got people that, you know, we'll just say some traumatic events that definitely turned me cold at one point, that now to come out of that, I see the world in a certain way, and I see no need to BS. So to anybody that comes to me, I'm gonna treat you how I see you. And
Yeah,
it's one of those
that's me.
things where
How you come to me is how you gonna get it.
You have to treat people higher than what they are so that they can elevate, versus if you talk to them at this level and what they're at, they're only gonna go lower.
Yeah.
You get stagnant.
Because you're talking down to them.
Yes, and that's the point. Well, the aspect
They think you're
where
talking down
people
to 'em.
misinterpret what I'm doing. That's
Yeah.
why I'll get called arrogant and cockiness and that. Where no, I'm a young brother who lived through life, took my experiences, applied it, gained wisdom from it.
Vary the negative.
And
That's
that's
why I
where we
try to
at.
teach people. Everybody, you and like 500,000 people took losses. Some took more than that losses. But what did they do to rebuild from the losses?
And that was the thing. I don't cower from it. I never ran from the situations that
That's
happened.
what makes you different.
I had a time where I was
Love
driving
hate.
for Amazon, and the van spun out of control. I hit the median, spun to the other side of the highway, hit the guardrail. I didn't freeze or anything. Grabbed my phone, the aux cord, my bag, and hopped out. So the thing for me is, there's so many people that are so passive. I don't come from that mindset. I'm attacking what it is for me, what the obstacle is. That's the main thing. So when you have somebody coming from that mindset, it seems like aggression. It seems like anger. No, I just have this Mamba mentality, you could say, where I'm not backing down. I'm built from that same cloth.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna come back. See, this is why you gotta come back on another show. We're gonna pay some bills, come back, more stuff when we get back, and it's gonna get deeper, I trust you. So stay tuned.
We gotta remember that people are people and that they can be who they are. Stay organic to who you are, yo. Stop allowing other people to talk you out of who you are and what you do. Hell, stop letting people try to box you in to what you are not. Stop allowing all these restrictions, these boundaries. Stop allowing a certain confinement. Hell, you need to get claustrophobic and just break out the box. Because there's no reason for somebody else to be making you feel down. Especially somebody who does not possess the knowledge that you have in your respected field. You know way too much. You are way too great. You have proven and done way too much to and for yourself to be out here letting things pull you down. Listen, I want you to remember and realize this. Whatever it is that you want to do, anything that you desire to do, you are able and capable of doing. It's a matter of the effort that you put in. Ain't nothing wrong with expressing who you are. If you want to wear purple hair, green sneakers, a red shirt, you want to run around in a tutu, by all means, yo, you do you. Don't let these people out here who's scared to express themselves for the individual that they are tell you what you shouldn't be doing, yo. Hell, they try to fit in with everybody else. You do not have to be part of the matrix. Create your own lane. Step outside those boundaries. Hell, I'm sitting here right now making a whole new genre because I know I ain't a rapper. And I know that my talent lies in my ability to articulate myself, and I know that I still have a message. And I know that I'm a fan and love and part of the hip hop culture. So I know that with who I am, what I do, and what I love, I could create my own. I could be organic to myself, and I do not have to fit within the confinement of somebody else. You do not have to listen to what they're telling you. You do not have to accept what somebody else is trying to push on you. You are free to express yourself and do any and everything that you desire to do.
Welcome back, Five Talk and Shelby. Back to, look, I'm giving you the mic, it's on you. I'm sorry I had to cut him off, but I deal with him. It's a lot to this young man, and it's ridiculous. You know what's crazy? I'm in the process of this book, and he's helping me. The thing is, though, if you put all these books together, this is his story. This ain't nothing, this is a small chapter of his lifestyle. If he actually did a whole thing about his lifestyle, oh my God, I can't even explain it. It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep, man. Affirmation with you is just crazy, man. It's like, I had to tell you, I think it was last week, it's hard to take stuff from you because you're so young. And I look at things perspective from everybody else's situation, because people call me about stuff. And when my fiance says, what's wrong with him? So it's like, and I remember, I'm honest, I told her, I'm like, yo, she questioned me about you. So it made me think, like, damn.
What is?
They're like, I know you, but if someone don't know you,
It's a misinterpretation.
yeah, it's a definite misconception of what you really are.
It's again the reason behind the book and one of the chapters in the book, because I know that there's a misinterpretation. Again, like I said before, I got to experience more life than what a lot of people realize. And I'm talking to certain traumas and PTSD. I was
crazy.
5 years old when I seen my first homicide.
But if you look at you and be around you, you would never know it, because you don't carry yourself that way. This is why the misconception of you is like, no, that ain't him.
Yeah.
That's how I sit now. But why he's saying that? Why he talk like that?
It's
So it's like,
again, one of
is
those
he
things
fake?
where
Is he real?
It's dealing with people's ego.
I think it's egos.
It's dealing with people's ego because they don't want to accept these certain things. But again, when you don't know the background of it, like I like to say, you only disagree with what you don't comprehend, what you don't understand. And that's because to comprehend something, you have to see it from the other side. It's not you trying to interpret it on your side. And again, well, not again, but for those that don't know, as you guys don't, I've been studying psychology for 9 years in school and autonomously, and then sociology for 8 years. I literally study people. I study the mind.
I can look at the camera. That's deep.
I study the mind. So if you don't know my background, if you don't know or realize that, no, I've really been studying this stuff for, they say it takes 7 to 10 years to master something. I've mastered the mind. I've mastered studying the mind, studying people. So I know why people are responding to me in a certain way that it is. And the point I was getting at is you can't try to comprehend me from your interpretation, because then you're manipulating the intention of it and where it's coming from, because you're trying to put it into your mind, which may
To
not
fit
be
what you understand.
Yes, which may not be what it
different
takes to
capacity.
comprehend it. You have to go to that other side, and that's everyone. That's not just me. That's just saying life in general.
So is it safe to say that some people, it's not many, some people are afraid to learn, to know the real Shelby?
Yes, I would say so.
That's what I think.
And then on the other end, some people are afraid, but I'll say in a greater aspect, people just don't care.
Yep.
The reality is people don't care, because if you wanted to know more, you'd ask me questions.
Instead
You'd
of
reach
coming
out
at
to me.
you.
Yes, you wouldn't just have these certain opinions. You would come talk to me, and you would realize and learn that, oh wow, this is who he really is. Because I agree. When people say, oh, I seem different on social media versus here and there, well, just like how you go to work,
Yeah, social media's
you
different.
act differently at your job.
Yeah, that's your job.
This is my job. My job, in whatever way you want to look at it, I'm a performer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm frauding or faking on there. My best friends will tell you now how he acts on the gram is really how he is. If you ask him those questions and talk to him for
that's
real,
I'm telling you,
he'll
this
get
is
in that
real
bag.
life.
Yeah, he'll
I
really
deal with
get
him
in
on a regular.
that bag. But if not, like the conversation we had last week, you didn't realize how in depth I could go with those certain
Yeah.
things, because we don't talk about that. We don't go into those subject
Yeah.
matters. I used to go into the barbershop and not talk because it's not a subject matter that I care about. You know, regular barbershop talk is not me.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where if you come talk to me, and then if you also consider and think of the fact that, yo, you know what, this is social media, and with social media, it is a performance aspect to it. Again, it's not saying I'm capping or faking things, but I have to deliver things in a specific way to get people's attention. And then also
Yeah.
separating myself. I'm not a motivational speaker, by no means. I tell people that all the time. I'm a public speaker. I'll talk openly and publicly about these things. And again, I'm being objective. I'm not trying to play on people's emotions. I'm not trying to validate anybody or convince anybody to purchase my stuff.
Yeah.
No, I created something I know is valuable. My self-publishing book, it's $100 for the physical book, and people have paid that because they know the value of it.
That's what I'm going to give you credit for. Okay, people say it's called selling out. You didn't sell out. You stuck true to you.
I want to.
And then after you sell out, you get more. But you're succeeding by staying true to you.
Now, I made a tweet about this. It's crazy because you got to sell out to the black community before you sell out to the rest of the world.
Ain't that crazy, man? That's real. And it's like getting people to love you or to accept you is harder to get your own kind to like you, accept you.
Yeah.
It takes more work to get that. So it's like, do I stay true to me or do I have to please them to get a little edgier? Because once you please them, you got to keep pleasing them. So when you stop pleasing them, you lose overnight, bro.
And I experience all the
That's a
time.
risk.
I lose mad followers where it's like, fam, I'm not even worried about these following numbers. My
don't do numbers
problem
no
is
more.
that you're not making an attempt to comprehend what's being done, why it's being done. You were brought here for a reason. In a spiritual and tangible sense, you manifested to me for a reason. I manifested into your life for a reason. When I sign my books, I always say, hey, thank you for allowing me to play this role in your manifest.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for wanting to come through me and allowing me to play a part in your life. I'm grateful for that because everybody doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So it's, yo, if you actually, again, to people, that's cool. Feel like I'm cocky, feel like I'm arrogant. That's great. I know, because I know the value of the stuff I have.
Yeah.
It's funny because I live
Self-worth.
by a lot of, I live by a lot of
Self-worth.
what a lot of these memes on social media talk about. Oh, know your worth, know your value,
That's
do
right.
this, do that, be confident, stand on your word, blah, blah. But it's one of those things where I come from that certain cloth and was raised from OGs and people like you where it's like, yo, you don't go on social media and show everything. You don't show your money. You don't show your car. You don't talk about this. You don't talk about that. You treat these people a certain way. You treat these people a different way. You learn how to move in a room full of vultures.
Yep.
And I learned that. So
And first you got to adapt to, like if I'm sitting with you, and then I got somebody I don't even know, I actually have to talk to him differently to learn his pattern, learn him and feel a vibe. You gotta know be a chameleon. You gotta know how to adapt to a certain situation. If you don't, you're gonna get ate up like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
I know how to adapt, and then at the same time, I'm so comfortable with who I am.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I've been
comfortable.
through enough life. I love where I'm at. Love every experience of it. People they're not accustomed to, especially young, but just an alpha black male still. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones we seen get assassinated. They're not used to an alpha black male who's outspoken. My leaders and some of my idols is Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, Huey Newton. So you take that, people like Pac, people that was expressive, articulate, could speak these certain things.
we stood by something, stood for something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I actually stand for something. I'm this image that a lot of people say they want to see, but it's one of those things where it's be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Because now when I'm right in front of you, how you gonna respond?
That's definite. Now, I'm gonna say this, and then once you get to that pinnacle, wherever it is that you want, is that gonna change you any kind of way?
Put it like this, and just writing out my goals. Financially, the certain pinnacle for me is being in a position that I know generations after generations for me is good.
Okay.
That's the main pinnacle for that.
That's
That's
good.
from a family aspect, a social aspect, you could even say from a personal sense. I already live the life that I desire now. I'm able to do TV interviews. I'm able to drive around this luxury car.
You do a lot of interviews.
I'm financially free. I'm doing what I want to do and wanted to do in life
interviews.
already. So
I ain't
that's,
gonna lie.
in terms of the pinnacle, it's,
You live a lifetime.
I'm already living
in
it.
3 years.
I'm already living it. So
That's
it's
crazy.
it's really nothing about me to change. If anything, what I want to do, I want to be able to play the back of everything. And shout out to
Help
my
people out.
videographer, Bryce. We got to talk about this where the goal
Shout out
is
to
to
Bryce,
have,
definite.
yeah, the goal is
He's
to
here
have
off
your
camera, but
team
he'll
in
be
front of
next
you.
time now. He's here with us.
The goal is to have a team as the face for you. They're out and doing everything.
Yeah, that's my whole goal.
My goal is to play the back.
You're smart. That's my whole goal. I want everything I'm doing. I don't want to do it long term. I just want to fall back.
In 5 years,
I want to build that wall.
in 5 years, realistically, I'll probably be charging $200,000 for me to show up to speak because it's like, yo, if you're willing to pay that, I'm gonna show up. If not, I could chill.
Yeah, just chill.
Because I got enough things.
You got enough things going on.
Because it's not about me trying to make this money, or whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna charge this 'cause I know that's what I'm worth. And when you're ready to give it to me, you give it to me. If not, that's cool. I got somebody else that's gonna give it to me. But other than that, I could chill at the crib. I want to be able to be with my family whenever I do get to have one in 5, 10 years where I'm playing at home with my kids all
All
day.
right. Before I close this last segment out here with you, what do you want them to know about you? Just close it out for us.
What I want them to know about me is that
Speak it.
I really do care. And that's a misinterpretation a lot of people have. I really do care, and I care about people being better.
And I'll be honest, this is not a script. I'm glad he said that because now y'all can see he has a heart. When he speaks, it's not combative like coming at you.
It's really from the heart. It's because I see more of you than what you may see
Yeah,
of yourself.
he's like me.
And I want you to be better.
I see more in people than they see themselves. That's how it is. And you the
That's the
same
main
way.
thing.
And that's
I don't even know if they can't pick it up. I literally wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, that's what the name of this art piece is: success in my brain, ambition in my blood. So it's like I literally wear my heart on my sleeve. I love art.
And before I close this out, I'm being real. I shout out to my man, Count Up, thinks just like him. That's his homie.
Fact. Shout out to my business partner, Count Up.
Yeah, I give him that respect.
Go stream January 16, January XVI
Just
is the
came
Roman
out.
numerals. Just came out January 16 for his birthday. That's Count Up, KOUNT.
Fire.
UP. Definitely check out everybody at BRP_16 for my videographer. Don't book him too much yet because we still got projects to do.
Yeah, but look.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't need y'all filling his
We
schedule up
coming
crazy.
back with this artwork and
Yeah.
with the videos, and the man behind this man is over there. And
Facts.
he gonna be on the scene, and he gonna do most of the talking. Okay, he's gonna discuss the build up and the next level and his company, what he does. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that. Any remarks, last remarks?
ShelbyParis.com, ShelbyParis.com. Read the testimony. March 10th, the book will be coming
Get
out.
it, support it.
Go grab some of the merch. Read and chill. Food, sex, and sales. The iTrap books apparel. That's my main thing.
This is
Changing
my
the
favorite.
Load the clip with knowledge. Changing the narrative of trap. We don't
Yes.
gotta sell drugs.
Stop the violence,
We don't gotta
y'all.
just be in the streets. We don't gotta just rely on sports no more. It's really changing the narrative of how we see trap. So
And the clip is all books, loaded with knowledge, y'all.
All
not
books, so-
bullets.
that's what we doing.
Appreciate it. Salute you for coming on, and we're gonna do this again. Till then,
I'm excited.
File Talk, we out. I know you. Sunday.
All right.
All right, I'll see you Sunday.
Send me a picture of
The mics are the recording things.
yeah, what you need. Otherwise order that thing.
Okay, we have lighting and everything. He said the only thing was just the mic. Just the mic to be plugged in. So I can send that when he gets it to me.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys. Yeah.
How you doing?
Have a good one. Thank y'all.
I appreciate you notice now.
Shut up, boy. Shut up.
Nah, but I had to I literally be telling people like, yo, fam, I hope you're really ready to interview me, cause I know what I'm bringing.
Yeah, but
And
that's
it's a
what I told
lot
you.
of
Just
it's
be
a
you.
lot of energy.
I want you to be you at all times with me, man.
Yeah.
Because I talk about you so highly, I want people to know. And then when you come on there, then you talking all proper. Nah, we talk how we come from.
That's a that shit. You asked the question to me. I'm waiting to answer. Because
Yeah,
I know that everybody thinks I'm an asshole.
Cause I know what your average interview. I'm trying to say, I know what your average interview is gonna be. Cause everybody trying to be proper for their brand. I don't have a brand. I can do what I want in this motherfucker. So it's like I have done to protect. Speak the truth. I always tell you speak the truth.
I've been able to say, yo, this is who I am and what it actually is.
That's I'm glad you said that you have a heart, you have feelings. Cause I've never heard you say that shit. That's why I said I ain't gonna hold you. He said it alone. That's great you said it. Because there's no light in you.
That's the main thing that people don't realize. No, it's like the post be saying.
You're a people person.
Yeah.
All day long.
I love you enough, or I love you so much that I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you because I need you to know and have this raw information.
Yeah.
You can do what you need to do.
That's the whole concept, man. Like I said, I don't write down shit. I freestyle. I feed off your energy. If I wrote some shit down, cause the way he was talking, if I had wrote the basic bullshit, it would have threw me for a loop.
Okay.
That's why I was like, nah, I don't. With you, I can't. I told you to freestyle because your mind's deeper than the average person around.
A lot of people, they don't know how to conduct an interview with somebody like me. And that's not even being cocky. That's just like a lot of people are not. You're looking at it, like you said, you're looking at a script.
You gotta ask the right questions so you can tell your story, get the point across, and still talk about the product and the whole purpose right
You
here.
ask me something regular, I could go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
I
dumb
could
shit.
go to sleep and just give. Like I can answer the question
good,
before
bro.
you ask me.
That's why I'm trying to figure out coming back. I'm gonna put them on the show. And like I said, every time we got something popping, we come back on the show and do it and air the shit.
Facts.
And then like to get
It's the whole network.
it on every channel, it's only $200. And you buy your own copy. You buy your copy.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff I forgot to ask you. I do need that. I need to make sure.
Yeah, you get your own copy and it goes on TV.
I need to know when. Well, you'll tell me when it's live, but I need to know when I can purchase the stuff itself and have my copy.
You can purchase a day tomorrow. And the thing is that you're gonna have to accept. You're gonna have to accept. You can't change people's mentality. You gotta accept that blacks, whites, and it's gonna look at you different because you're technically still a kid. That's fucking my age knowledge.
The brain itself doesn't mentally mature fully mature until 25 to 28.
That's why you got that because now
25 until next month.
them are the headlines you're gonna make, man. What the stuff you're doing?
You make all of them.
Yes, because you're young. It's because you're young and you're deep.
So what you're saying is I could beat out Michael B. Jordan for the most handsome.
Could be. And then
I could be
get
on
on my
People
man,
magazine.
get on my man's conversation. So she gonna have him contact me. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna get you booked in his drink.
I can knock that out next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be deep. You go with that drink, man.
Oh, all right. Well, am I getting another link sent? Because I need to fill that out right now before I go about the rest of it.
Yeah, she said she gonna get.
DoorDash the rest
So
of
this
the
this
day.
her last show.
Okay.
As soon as she send it to you, she gonna contact me. And then I'll let you know. Get the link. Make sure he's on there. I gotta have him at least 15 minutes doing something.
Okay.
Cause I need to have this. I gotta show people you got a network, that you got some shit behind you. This shit ain't no bullshit. It's somebody with you every other day.
It's team that
Yeah,
we were
so-
just saying that how it seems like it's episodes all the time because it's like we'll record Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I give it to my exclusive content group, the All Access group, 777. Go subscribe for that. Link in my
Plug
bio.
it in.
Subscribe
Plug
for
it
the
in.
All Access monthly workshops, weekly consultations, early content.
Hey, get all the plugs in. Yeah, 50 seconds.
Tuesdays. Come on, y'all. This shit easy.
He
I'm
practiced
true
that
to it.
shit, yo.
I know how to plug my shit, but I send the vlogs out to them on Tuesday. So he like sees the page on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I release it to the public on YouTube.
And we
So
were
it's like-
recording again by
And we're-
Saturday.
Yeah, we're recording by Saturday. So it's like 3-4
See,
days that
all that shit,
we're doing.
when y'all get back on there, all that shit, man. Like, every time you got somebody on the team, they say, hey, remember, bring them on.
I think the funniest part of all of this is we only work maybe a couple hours.
Yes, that's good, though.
Like 3 hours, 2 hours.
The most.
The most a week,
Yeah.
pretty much. And like that's our
I do this on Fridays.
It seems like it's
And
bad
then I do my studio stuff. So it's like I'm constantly running back and forth. Then I'm going to other locations with them on stuff. So as I'm running, but getting it done is worth it on the end because I'm helping people out. You know what I mean? Because It's the new system they got, and Hulu. They got new
Like,
channel on Roku
Hulu
now.
itself or Roku?
No, they got their own channel now.
Like Hulu is on Roku, or Roku being its own channel now?
It's on channel
Okay.
because they just got the contract. So yeah, because Hulu's gonna buy it, but now it's all paid stuff that goes on the joint. So I gotta get the shows. I just started doing back. Y'all my first guest in the past 5 months. I shut it down because of COVID.
Well, I need to know where y'all can show some. I need to know whatever it is I need to pay. I guess tomorrow I'm gonna come by at like 2:30.
My house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come by like 2:30 so we can set up what we need to set up. I already
That's
let
fine.
my homie know for the interview stuff.
Matter of
so-
fact, if at 12 o'clock I'm gonna lock it. Just get to me when I get there.
All right.
Now they have everything turned on for you. I might do some running around tomorrow.
All right. So.
I'll leave it unlocked.
Bet. So that's.
Yo, love you, man. You did.
Oh, I love you too.
You did good, bro.
I love you too, bro. I love y'all too. People that subscribe and don't get mad at me. All right, where we at? Next track is on. The next track is Unlovewitable. Yes, that's why this interview was even so great. Because the next track is me talking about multiple aspects of feeling like, yo, why people don't fuck with me. Like on a personal sense and whatever, so why people claim to not fuck with me, and then the difficulties of trying to fuck with somebody in terms of dating in this generation. So
Yes.
yeah, here's Unlovewitable. One of the struggles I would say as you getting older is just realizing how difficult it is really to fuck with people in this time, in this era, especially when you try and build a relationship and actually connect with people. I know there's so many people out there, you